It is senior day here as we're getting ready for the final game of the regular season here and our coaching carousel here with Matt Marvel. Hello everybody, welcome back here on ESGNet as the Memphis Tigers are playing their final regular season game here today. And of course, this is going to be a little bit of a preview of what we could possibly see in the American Conference football championship game between these two schools. Today we're playing against Florida Atlantic. The Owls are in town today, and this could be a definitely good showing here of a preview of what we could be seeing in the championship game here in about 2 weeks' time, as these two teams could face each other here. Right now, we're taking a look at some of Witherspoon's numbers here. Of course, Witherspoon, the freshman, is having a great season: 3,024 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions so far this season. And of course, he's been also being very dominant on the ground. You see there 600 yards, 18 rushing touchdowns. Smith, 1,424 yards, 11 touchdowns there for him on the ground. But Jordan has been just a bright light and a very successful season after what happened with Seth and a lot of our guys there, Mario Anderson. A lot of our seniors left last season, and of course we were kind of wondering, like, who is going to be that next man who is going to step up, and that man is happened to be Witherspoon. He has definitely did a great job there of taking the reins after we got him. He was one of our last signees to sign with us, and after we found out how much of a player he is, he's a dual threat type of player. He can also not just run, but he also can catch as well. He's a decent wide receiver as well, but we decided to go with the wide receiver part, or I should say the quarterback part, and have him throw. He's been having a fantastic season. Take a look at Florida Atlantic's last game there against Eastern Carolina. They were able to pick up a win there. There you see Fancher, his numbers so far in that game, and of course they had a successful win over I'm trying to figure out who they even played now. Yeah, we are now ranked in the top 10, so the Tigers are looking very happy and very satisfied with that. And of course, that's going to help us get ourselves into the college football playoffs if we can continue running the way we've been running here this season, which has been pretty top notch. This team's been very successful. And of course, there you see, like I said, they played. Oh, yeah, it was East Carolina. They played them, and of course, there you see the top two teams there. So, even if Florida Atlantic wins this one here, and Charlotte would win, they would Atlantic, I believe, will still get the second spot there, and of course, they would face us here again in Memphis, as we will be the hosting team, as we have currently, of course, have the best record in conference. So you see the college football, the playoffs list there, the top 25, and of course there you see we're also on the list as a Heisman Trophy candidate. Now, of course, I don't see us winning it with Jordan here this season. Now, he could be definitely a heavy contender going into next season, but for this season, it's a bit of a long shot. He would definitely have to have a flawless game here today for that to happen. And, you know, he's had some issues, little hiccups there, here and there, but we'll have to see what we can do. So Philip Dunham, there you see from Miami, Florida. There you see 83 overall. And, of course, he is going to be one of those defenders that we're definitely going to have to be very watchful with, as he has really good quickness there. He can definitely find his way to a ball. As you see, there's speed and acceleration. And, of course, he is a zone threat there as a strong safety. So he'll definitely be looking for those passes there if we happen to have a chance to throw down the field, which, for the most part, Jordan had a couple of good passes here. We've seen that very first game, which was very exciting for him and for this team. But since then, we've kind of had him just kind of playing his wheelhouse, which is the short and medium game. But every so often, if there is a good mismatch, we of course will take care of it and try to expose it. Jalen Williams, there you see there, he's also got some pretty good speed as well. He's got good man coverage, and of course he is going to be a corner there. He'll be dealing with the slot position there. I believe he'll be facing off against Harris in today's matchup when it comes to defending the pass there against us. And of course there you see his 2 interceptions so far this season he's got. Thompson there, of course, power rusher there, 2-star guy from Florida as well, 6'3", 285 pounds. So the sophomore, it's going to be he's out for the dislocated ankle. So we may get away with the running game here, both from our halfback and most importantly our quarterback, who's been doing a very good job there. But we definitely got to try to expose that here, as he, like I said, dislocated ankle. He's out for 2 weeks. He will not be in today's game, but I'm sure they have a suitable replacement there in that situation, and we'll definitely have to watch out for that as well. As you see there, 5 TFLs, 19 tackles, a sack and a half there for Thompson, as he has had some pretty good numbers to at least up to his injury. There you see the injuries that we've had. Of course, Spears, the defensive tackle, dislocated elbow or ankle. Miles has a dislocated elbow, and then you see the Florida Owls, the Florida Atlanta Owls there, a 1.5-star program, and there you see their injuries. They got a couple of key injuries as well. So we'll try to expose those, especially in the running game. As you see, Smith here takes this one out in the backfield and gets a nice little carry there for about 8 yards. Now both quarterback and halfback have been running some big runs there. I think they average almost nearly anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5 yards a game when it comes out of the backfield there. So we'll definitely have to see if we can try to get some big chunks of yardage here. As you see our pass there thrown to Banks, as he gets a few yards there on that reception. So we're looking for a big day here. You know, obviously we want to kind of throw our hat and in the ring there for the Heisman Trophy, but you know, obviously he is a freshman, doesn't have too much. You know, that's all about more about experience than having a really good one flashy good season. He's going to have to, of course, build onto that and get better as we go into season number 3 of this series. As we'll see a pass there being completed there to Doyle, as he gets a few yards there on the play. But yeah, Witherspoon, he was a little erratic. Obviously a freshman, kind of coming here and trying to make himself a big name and a big star. But of course, over the last several episodes here, we've seen him really mold and change to a very intelligent and very insightful player. Coach Marvel says, "Hey, this kid's got some arm. He has, he's a dual threat guy. He can run, he can pass." Already NFL teams are clamoring. As a couple of scouts have been at the game here as of late, and waiting for him to see if he'll make that next move to the NFL in 2 years time. 4th and 5 coming up here as Ritter go ahead and decide to go for it. Is that pass going to be up there? That's going to be a great catch. That's going to get inside the 20. As that's going to be a big play there. And of course, Coach Marvel says that he feels like we need, take some chances there. He feels like he can, he has, belief, and he believes in the talented young man that can throw on those short round or plays like that on 4th down. So they're going to try to take some of those chances from time to time. We'll see now. It's a 1st and goal coming up here. Ball on the 3-yard line. Oh, look at this QB blast. As Witherspoon does a great job there trying to muscle his way there, but he's going to get stopped. We'll see what they can do here. We'll see if they'll call the same play. They're going to actually go ahead and find Smith, and Smith finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown for Smith, as that's going to be touchdown. Let's see here. That is going to be touchdown number 12 actually for Smith. So nice run there from Sutton Smith as a senior. Of course, he's been having a great year here as well. Puts us up now 7-0. Florida Atlantic goes quickly 3 and out. As now Witherspoon here is trying to make a play with his legs here, and he's going to end up losing a loss of 14 on the play. So that does happen from time to time. Of course, you got some pretty good edge rushers here that will definitely challenge us as we try to throw that one there, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one could be going back. No, it's going to be stopped there, as Witherspoon has to make the tackle. Nice job there from the Florida Atlantic linebacker. Gets that one. Sets Atlantic up for a touchdown, as the offense will come out there and get a touchdown. Tied up now 7-all. So now Witherspoon, of course, has to put that one to the side and refocus here, as we'll go back to the running game as Smith gets stopped in the backfield there for really only back to actually to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Pass play situation here. That one's going to be thrown up there, and that's going to be caught. And that's going to be a first down here for the Tigers. As now Smith has it. He'll run that one for a few yards. Now puts him at the 43-yard line as they'll go for another chance here. No, they're going to go ahead and run here with Witherspoon. Witherspoon, of course, Coach Marvel says, he's now trying to get this young man to not necessarily, take a hit. He wants him, to be prepared, just be able to slide. And so he's been working with him and to, take him, if he does take those opportunities to run upfield, don't, try to absorb the hit. Just slide and protect yourself, and most importantly, protect the football there. Because he's got to realize he is a valuable asset to this team. A lot of these wins have come from him and some of the amazing gameplay he's had. As he sees a fumble there, that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to end the first quarter here. As they'll maintain with the football here, they started the second quarter. And just take a look at the numbers here so far. Pretty balanced right now for the Tigers on the run and the pass. As we'll get into now the second quarter here. We'll flip the field here. Ball now on the 35-yard line of the Owls, as we'll hit a quick pass. That's going to be a nice reception, as that's going to get us now to the 26-yard line. Witherspoon here drops back in the pocket, open backfield, throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, as that's going to be, I believe, a nice little catch there, I believe from Harris, if I'm not mistaken. As now we'll see a handoff here. This is going to be Witherspoon here. Witherspoon trying to run this one into the end zone, but he's going to be stopped at the 4-yard line. As we'll see now, ball at the 4, hand off, and we'll see Witherspoon. He'll go ahead and take it in himself, and that's going to be a rushing touchdown for him. Nice run there from Witherspoon. That's going to be number 19 for him this season, as he is leading in rushing touchdowns for the team. 14-7, as we'll get the ball back here quickly, as Owls cough off the football here on their own side of the field. Now we got a chance to get ourselves another touchdown. As you see, Witherspoon again calls his own number, gets the huge run on that play. And so now we'll see here on 1st and goal. Going to run this one off the 2-yard line. That's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. As the Tigers again on the board here, as the quarterback puts this one in his own hands, as he draws his own number there, putting himself out on the mercy there, and does a good job there running the football. Great blocking there, as that's going to be his 20th rushing touchdown, now his second one here today. Ball down on their own 5-yard line as they're trying to get out of their own shadow of the goalpost. It's 21-7, as our defense is doing a great job here today, and I'm really proud of those guys here and what they're doing. As you see a run there from Smith, and so he'll get a few yards there on the carry. Connolly's in the backfield here on this 1st and 10, and we'll see the quarterback here calls this number. Does a little job there. Oh, nice job there getting around those defenders there. As he will, of course, get himself down the field here. Ball now at the 40. Witherspoon Lure looks up, throws this one. That one is on the hands and the fingertips of the defender, but he cannot bring it in, as that almost went the other direction for 6. 2nd and 10 coming up. Pass there. That's going to be thrown. And nice job there of getting the catch. And, of course, helping themselves move the chains there on that reception there from Bussey. As now we'll see here on the 1st and 10. Ball on the 33. That catch and run is going to be a big one there as they get into the 1st down. So far, Tigers have been doing a good job here moving the football, the pace they want right now, taking pretty much control of the way this game's been played. As we'll see, Bussey gets the catch there. Bussey trying to get to the 1st down marker, but he's going to get only a gain of 8 on that play. Now ball on the 11-yard line here. Looks like they're trying to get something, maybe going something into the air, but they'll run this one as Smith there, of course, runs that one there to the 3-yard line. Connolly back in the backfield there, and we'll see a quick pass there. Connolly, or I should say no, Bussey gets the catch as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, the Memphis Tigers, as the Tigers finds a catch there as Bussey gets his first receiving touchdown of the day here, his 8th of the season, believe it or not. As Bussey, of course, getting a little more tougher here to throw the ball to, as teams are doing an excellent job there covering him. Of course, we're trying to find unique ways of getting the ball there to him, especially when we're that close to the red zone, or that close in the red zone at the for a touchdown there. And it's 28-7 here, leading this one here with 4:21 left here in the first half. 3rd and inch is coming up after a nice catch there for a few yards there. Witherspoon throws this one up there. That's going to be caught by Banks, as Banks is going to get the catch. Of course, Banks, our receiver of the season, who's got the most receiving yardage and, of course, touchdowns, has been a huge asset there for us. And, of course, we're doing a great job. He's doing actually a great job there, getting the ball there and helping out the quarterback. As you see a pass up the middle there, that's going to go to Doyle, as the big dog there gets the catch near the 2-yard line for the first down. 1st and goal coming up here. Looks like they're going to go through the air. Pass there is being thrown as Doyle has it, and Doyle's going to be denied there. Stopped at the 1-yard line after he got that catch there. So I was hoping for some forward progress there, but referee says no. 2nd and goal coming up, as we'll see a roll out there. That pass thrown and caught there. Nice job as Doyle finds his way into the end zone. First touchdown of the day here for him, as that's going to be his 5th of the season. And boy, talk about a huge muster of a start here in this first half, as it's going to be a 35-7 lead here. As you see there, I didn't think he was going to catch that one. I thought it was going to bounce off his hands, and he's able to hold on to it. So now with just 26 seconds left, Florida Atlantic able to get a touchdown of their own there, getting down the field there that time on their last drive there, 35-14 now. As you see a drop back here for Witherspoon. Witherspoon here trying to get at least in field goal range, help his team out here. They call a timeout there, as they still have 2 timeouts remaining. Ball on their own 36-yard line. They still got a ways to go to at least get in field goal range. As you'll see Witherspoon here calling some audibles here on this particular play. Looking down the field here, throws this one there quickly and finds Banks, and Banks only gets 2 yards on that catch there, as he's trying to get himself to go up the field there, but that momentum just took him out of really out of any way of him really getting the ball and kind of go up the field. So now we'll see what they'll do here on 4th and 3 here. With 7 seconds left here, they have 1 timeout remaining, Memphis does. Pass there being thrown there. That's going to be caught by Bussey, and Bussey's going to get the catch. And Memphis is going to burn their final timeout now here in this one. As we'll see a drop back here. No more time left here, as that ball's going to be thrown there. As you'll see Smith gets the catch as he comes out of the backfield there. And we'll see here that half. It's a pretty good game here now for Memphis, as they've pretty much been dominant in this one, only giving up 14 points. 6 catches, 21 touchdown, of course, here. Having a really good day there so far for Doyle. I like to see if we can get the ball to him and Bussey a little bit more. Right now they're kind of trailing in touchdown receptions this season. As we'll see the second half start off here with Smith. Smith trying a little spin move there, but he's going to get stopped there. For a nice gain of 7. As we'll see now 2nd and 3 coming up. A nice stiff arm here, and of course keeping the ball here to start off the second half on the ground and trying to work our way back to that passing run that we were on there. As Connolly here comes out of the backfield there. And he's just doing a great job there, doing the big lifting when they're on running plays like that. Gets a nice, huge first down. Conley back in the ball game here, which I like this this move that Coach Marvel's doing. Pretty similar to what Coach Bonds did there with the Highland Scotties, and of course way back in the day with when Marvel was playing in Nebraska, is using using some different types of halfbacks here, running the ball here, and keeping them on, keeping this defense on their toes. As you see now, 1st and 10, they're at their own 43-yard line. Run here for the QB as he gets a decent block there, and they're going to say he only gets back to the line of scrimmage on that run. I believe he at least got a yard there, but okay. We'll see now here. Witherspoon in trouble there as the defensive lineman is able to grab him there in the backfield. There loss of 5 on the play, looking for a huge 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 15. Pass going to be up there. That's going to be deep, and a nice catch there, as that's going to be a huge 1st down for Memphis, as they're able to move the chains now. The ball at the 12-yard line of the Owls. As we'll see another 1st and 10 here. Try to run this one with a QB, but he's going to get smothered in the backfield there. A loss of 3. As Robinson here now, or it's just not Robinson, it's Smith there runs this one there for a nice yardage there, get him a few yards. They'll see now ball at the 3-yard line. This time the quarterback's going to call his own number, and he's going to get himself out of danger as he gets around the traffic and finds himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. As a QB able to get in there again. I believe that's his, what is this? That's either his 3rd or 4th here. I've lost track now here. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think this is might be his 4th here today. I know he had 3 on the other side. I think that 1 there. So we'll see what he'll do again as he calls his own number. It's 42-14 right now. As again, the defense doing a great job here, getting those quick 3-and-outs, letting their offense get back on the field here and do some work. And so we'll see a catch there for a few yards as Doyle able to get that catch. And now we'll see 3rd and 5 coming up here. Witherspoon here throws this one, and that is going to be incomplete, as he has to pretty much throw that one away as he was being hunted down there by that defensive lineman. 4th and 5 coming up here. Why not go for it here? They're really not losing too much here except for field position. We do get the catch, and that's going to be a nice catch there for a nice conversion for a 1st down, that 4th down. And of course, going back to the ground game here. Of course, Smith going to do a great job of moving the chains here with his ability of run and speed that he has. There you see Hawkins on the outside there. Throw up there. That's going to be thrown as Banks gets the catch. And so he'll get a few yards as well. Witherspoon here again drops back in the pocket, looks down the field here, goes up, finds Connolly, or should say Doyle. As Doyle gets the catch there for a 1st down. Nice job there for the big man. I don't know why I get those two confused. Connolly is a small. Well, no, Connolly is a big guy for a halfback. But I should be able to tell between Connolly and Doyle there, and even Bussey. Bussey's a lot more slimmer, a little more taller there as a wide receiver. Now we'll see here Witherspoon here trying to run for his life in this one here. And seeing too many white jerseys there, and he's like, "Oh crap, I'm in trouble. I gotta get out of this." As he does a great job there. Coming up short of the 1st down, we'll see 3rd and 1 coming up, and he's gonna get caught there, trying to sneak around there, trying to run a little ball, maybe the ball a little too much, as he'll get a loss of 4 there. We'll see a kick here, and this one is going to be good, as they could not get the points they were looking for, but regardless, they do find some points, as they'll find 3. As the kicker puts this one up upright, and that's going to help them extend this lead even more so here, as they're pretty much shoo-ins in winning this game here. I imagine they'll probably start putting some 2nd-string guys in here to kind of rest them up, because we got 2 weeks here. We'll be seeing these same 2 teams will be going at it here coming up. And the ball there at the 45, or excuse me, at the 18-yard line. 45-14, as they're again still running their offense, and a nice carry there from Witherspoon. as he is successful there, getting a nice 2 yards on that carry. As you do see some second string guys out there, I can tell when it comes to the receiving game. As Doyle here gets the catch. Doyle trying to find his way to the touchdown, but he's going to be stopped at the 1. As that is going to be a nice first down. Now, 1st and goal coming up. We'll see what they'll try to do. We'll see if they'll go back to the running game or go back to the pass. They'll run this one here with Witherspoon, but he'll get caught up and get taken down there. Witherspoon here now. Oh, he's going to call his own number again. That's going to be hit. Okay, that is his 4th now. As I'm looking at my notes here. Yes, that is his 4th. I've got to do a better job. I got to highlight these my notes here a little bit better. As that is his 4th rushing touchdown. His 22nd rushing touchdown this season, believe it or not. I can't believe that. Yeah, he has more rushing touchdowns than Smith does. But yeah, he got his number called there, and he does a great job. Of course, Coach Marvel wants to, show that great speed that the young man has. He has, really, truly, he has really good speed there. And I was really surprised that we were able to, he's considered a dual threat, but I think, I want to say he's a triple threat there. He has got really good, decent receiving skills as well. So he was kind of a, what do you call a Swiss, Swiss, what is it? Swiss, what do you call knife. He was just a little bit of everything. Must have been in high school. And we'll see. Pass there being caught there at the 46, as it's only going to be a 1-yard reception. But yeah, he must have had did a little bit of everything: run, pass, and even catch sometimes there, which is going to be nice because we do have some other quarterbacks that are going to be coming in here. Not saying he's not going to lose he's not going to lose his job as a quarterback for next season, but if we wanted to have him being more involved in the run in the offense, especially in the running and the rushing and the receiving game, we could definitely do it because we got some pretty talented guys. 2 quarterbacks that are coming in here next season that could do that for us. As we'll see a pass there, and nice job there, bounce off that potential tackle, but they are going to be wrapping them up there at the 20-yard line. So far, Memphis just doing a great job here, executing the run here, and of course getting down the field with the pass. So far, since that interception, we have not seen too much, issues with the passing when it comes to Witherspoon here. So, would be nice if we didn't have so many interceptions. But, always try to keep it down to a single-digit number. But you see, Smith will jump in there, and he'll find his way, getting his 2nd touchdown of the day. And that is going to be touchdown number 13 here for the season. As Sutton Smith finds his way into the end zone. He's going to end the day somewhere near 160 yards on the ground on 23 carries. Nice dive there. As we see, Memphis picks up the win here, 59-14. This was just from the get-go their game, especially when you got a guy like Witherspoon, who sometimes does a little too much, but we love him for it, as he is definitely a gamer and definitely wants to go out there and have it a very good game, as he's a very impressive athlete. And of course, we are definitely looking for more of those type of players here when it comes to scouting, as we were, like I said, lucky to get him towards the end there, the final couple weeks there in the off-season recruiting. He decided to sign with us, and we're very thankful for him. And of course, right now his attitude is he's pretty much want to stay here, as he's got a pretty good thing going on here. For right now, that's starting this job for next season. The starting quarterback is pretty much his, hands down. But 59-14 is your final score here. Nice job, as Witherspoon, of course, had a day 34-44. A little too much passing for my for my taste, but did a great job there. 334 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 interception. On the ground, he had 27 carries, 91 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. He had also that fumble. Smith, 23 carries, 164 yards. He ended the day with 2 rushing touchdowns. Doyle, 9 catches for 58 yards, a touchdown. Bussey, 6 catches for 55. and a touchdown as well. Harris, 5 catches, 72. Hawkins, 5 for 58. And then defensively, Moss had a nice day there for us. Defensively, 5 tackles and a INT, a fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries there. Nice. So that's why we got those nice yardage there at times there when we were on the outside of the field. White had 3 tackles, 2 TFLs. Israel had 2 tackles and INT. And Cole, 2 tackles, half a sack and a half there for us. And of course, Spellman, 2 tackles and actually 3 TFLs for his day. So nice job there from our guys, playing some excellent defensive football here, which really did a great job there helping us. There you see the numbers here for the Owls. Greenard, 4 catches, 23 yards, 1 touchdown. That was the only touchdown pretty much they got. The quarterback or halfback or somebody got the other one for them in the game. But there you see the rest of your numbers, at least for the rest of the numbers there for the Owls. And like I said, with this loss, even if they, since they did lose, even if the next team behind them wins it, which I forgot who the other team was, they will still be locked in as the number 2 team. So these 2 teams will see each other in 2 weeks' time for the American, and this should be a good one here because they'll have to come back to Memphis and face us again. We've got a nice little commitment there from our middle linebacker, as Jay Dickerson from Little Rock, Arkansas, 2-star kid. There is now committed to us, so that's a little, some of a local guy there helping us out, as well as you see the American Offensive Player of the Week. And like I said, these 2 teams will be seeing each other again coming up in 2 weeks' time. We do have a bye week coming up here, so in the next video, we will see these 2 teams go at head to head in that conference championship game, and it should be a good one. But we'll have a week off. We'll relax. We'll get focused, get ready for these next this bye week, and of course going into the championship week. Really look at some more game film, I should say, here, and of course take in what we did great, which was did a good job there running the ball. Pretty much, we just need a carbon copy of what we did this week, with the exception of the interceptions that the 1 interception we threw. We need to do the same thing next week, both on both sides of the ball, especially on the defensive side. We did a great job there, being very aggressive and not really letting them stay on the field. Not letting the offense of the Owls out there too often. So that's a really good way to get things going, and it should be a good game. Cannot wait to see how this is all going to turn out. And of course, right now we're ranked 5th in the nation, and it can only get better. We'll see if we're still in that number 4, or either number 4 or number 3 spot in the college football playoffs, or are we going to be playing our first round game? If we are, we'll definitely be hosting that first round game, and we'll see how that all plays out coming up here in the obviously the next episode. Obviously we're shooing to win, but it all depends on that win where we'll be landing at. If we're either playing a first round game or if we're having a bye. But that's it for me, and that's it for this episode of the Coaching Carousel here with Matt Marvel. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the series and the channel. As always, keep yourself healthy, and I will see you all next time.